Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Your Trip is Short podcast. I'm your host, Eric Lucier. Episode number 67. We'll call this one Over the Hump. It's Wednesday afternoon, February 16th, 2022. And by my counts, I can use fingers now. I can even hold them out straight. This is episode 4 in the last week or so. So feeling a little accomplished here and deserve a little pat on the back. And if it wasn't so potentially hurtful from straining my right arm with the rheumatoid arthritis, I may try to do so. But that's like the last thing that I'm waiting for the meds to really get in and attack is hopefully this inflammation or whatever it is I have in my upper right arm that's been rather difficult at times as of late. But thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the encouraging words of support personally, professionally, and wanted to get back at it and share some new music on this Wednesday afternoon. Have really found myself with a new reinvigoration of energy as of late, which, my God, I've needed it. It's been months of just real struggle. If you've listened to the last couple of episodes, you've heard that, but just in these last couple of days, really starting to feel good, positive, and wanted to take that energy and turn that into another podcast while I felt that way. I've been trying to get into a slightly better routine, of course, with diet, as I've talked a lot about, but also some morning reading, perhaps some meditation. I've actually even got one of those funky, real vitamin D sunlight lamps. It was a Christmas present that I received, and I finally started putting it to use a couple of days ago. I turn it on in the morning, and I've been reading next to it, and I don't know, maybe it's just coincidental or not, but it's fantastic to at least feel that energy come out of this, appliance, if you will. They say that getting natural sunlight within 10 to 15 minutes of waking up in the morning can go a long way in your circadian rhythm and also your moods. So this is kind of a replacement for that. My office, my podcasting studio is in the basement, and all I have is one of those, cellar well windows, and there's not much daylighting at all. Matter of fact, it's half filled with leaves right now as the wind is whipping around outside, but do not get much daylighting at all in the basement. And I've been back in my office as of late, so I've actually been working a lot upstairs over these last couple of months. It has been nice to see the actual daytime. And now that I'm back in the basement, back into this faux light, I've actually got a new LED light that I need to replace. If you want to come over and give me a hand, I don't like touching electrical, but I want to put that in. Perhaps it'll help with some of the lighting. It also helps with some of the buzz of my podcasting studio. I turn off the overhead fluorescent light because it's that slight droning sound that really gets under my nerves. So I'm sitting here kind of not in the dark, but in the silence with my daylighting lamp on and feeling good, feeling energized, and want to really stay with it, shake up the doldrums that I've been having for months now and get back out, perhaps see some music, see some friends, go out and heck, see the land. I look forward to just bringing my daughter to dance this afternoon and getting out of the house that way. So it's small wins. Let's take them as they come. If you're not a winter person, such as myself, we're going to take every win we can get during these winter months, and I'm looking forward to 50 degrees and perhaps losing some of the snow cover that we have tomorrow here in Chittenden County, and looking forward to the light at the end of the tunnel as it comes to the end of this winter. Of course, we know we're still at least 6 weeks away. Of course, Pugsatawny Phil didn't help with his seeing his shadow, or is it not seeing his shadow, a few weeks ago. But winter is never done until the fat lady sings here in Vermont. I know she's not ready to start belting until mid-March, but at least we set our clocks ahead mid-March. It'll immediately be sunset at 7:20, and I'm looking forward to that. I mean, that's in less than 4 weeks' time, really. So let's take all of those small wins and throw them in perhaps a little in your pocket or wherever you can to accumulate and build up more wins to help further your grand plans, whatever they may be. So that's kind of my message for today. Small wins, over the hump. So with that being said, buckle up, stay tuned. You got 10 songs on tap. I've kind of gotten away from the back selling afterwards. If you're into Spotify Premium or have Spotify Premium, of course, you're much easier and know how to tell what music you're listening to, because that's the only way you can listen to these 10 songs is on Spotify Premium. So, tune into that afterwards if you want to listen to those or find out what you listen to. But other than that, if you're listening on Anchor, or maybe I throw this on Instagram or YouTube, perhaps you just get this quick little 6-minute message that I'm lying down, and trying to share those as well, because it's not just about the music, even though that is a lot of what this podcast is about. It's about these positive messages that I've been trying to share over the last year and a half, not quite, that I've been doing this podcast. So always looking for a little bit of motivation and ambition to do more. So if you have a message for me, please send it forward on the socials at Eric D. Lussier, EricDLussier. Hope you enjoy this episode. Thank you for tuning in. I'll talk to you soon. It's episode number 67. I'm Eric Lussier. Remember, your trip is short.